very soon, what I predict we're going to be able to have that'll be perfect is on the lp.org website, an activist page. And that activist page is going to give you the tools that you need to run for office, how to start, how to set up a table, how to effectively table at events so that you can bring in more members, how do you set up a county affiliate. All of that information is put together amongst several different documents, such as this one. So you want to run for office. We've got this document available to our candidates. We've got, let's see here. We've got our Libertarian Party County Organizing Manual, so that people who are far removed can figure out how to set up an affiliate for themselves. All of this information that I've been building and creating, that the interns have been doing, we're preparing to centralize, just as you had asked for, so that you know, like, if you've got a candidate and you can't get to him and you can't train him and you can't educate him, all you're going to have to do in the future is say, hey, go to lp.org/volunteer, and boom, right there is every single document, every single form, every single piece of paper that they need, so that they know how to do whatever the function is that they need to do. Hey, I'm going to go to this event next week at the great marijuana smoke-in event to go try and get some new people signed up. How do I run a booth? Well, here you go. Here's all the information for how you run a booth, and you don't have to do anything. It'll cut down the time that you spend training people. All of that is going to be centralized, and it's going to be on the lp.org website. Right now, we've basically just, for the last year, been coalescing all of this information, building up the stuff that we don't have, like how to run for office documents and things, and putting them together. Very soon, we're going to have that in a centralized database for you. Did you have a question?
No,
Okay.
Yes.
Is there a timetable on that when you say very soon? Can we anticipate 6 months?
It should be by the end of the summer, because this I'm getting ready to talk about what we're going to be doing this summer, and we should have it ready for you by the end of the summer. What we did was we saw that the ACLU had a really nice slick page for showing people how to do outreach and set up events, and the executive director said you should take all that information, Austin, and perform that function centralized like the ACLU does it. So if you go check out their website, it'll be something very similar to that. Oh, press contacts. Now, press contacts is something that obviously is very touchy, because if you work in a national office and someone calls you and says, give me all your press contacts for the local media. I'm not the press guy. I don't work for the media. I'm the volunteer guy. But one of the problems with that is number one, you don't know who it is that's calling you and asking you for that information. So what we're going to do is we're going to provide on that centralized database a resource for you to learn how to acquire your own press contacts. And that's really the best way to do it. It's better that you go out, make contacts with the media, make contacts with the press so that they know who you are, so that you're the person that they're calling and asking for information on, or that you're the person who knows what's going on, so that you can call the local media to get them out. You don't want to depend on a big, bureaucratized national organization to get anything done in government, and you don't want to depend on a bureaucratic organization at the national office to get you and your things done. You have to be able to perform those functions yourself, but the thing is you just have to know how to do it. So we can provide you the information, the resources to know how to do it, but in the end, all activism and all politics is local, and you're going to have to take up that stuff on your own. So let me talk to you about Mark. Mark Maranta, he's my right-hand man. He's the number 2, he's my video coordinator, and he's going to be responsible for production on LPTV and all those tasks. Then we have Ian Hosking, and we actually are going to be able to hire him because he's extremely technical. He's my online coordinator, and he's going to be responsible for developing activism online. So he's going to be researching new technologies. He's going to be Twittering. We're going to start using Twitter now so that we can start communicating to the media, because the media does pick up on that stuff. And we're going to be recruiting volunteers. My department has increased over last year's number, our volunteer recruitment, 150%. And that was an election year. This is an off year, and we've increased it this year, our numbers over last year. So that shows that we're doing something right. What do we do? Well, what do we do? We do what we can. We have no money. So we get on Craigslist, we find the politics section, we find the local activism section, and you would not believe how many thousands of libertarians are on Craigslist. My interns, probably 80% of my interns have come in because I posted Craigslist ads for new interns. Melissa Dawson, that beautiful woman who's my new host for LPTV, responded to a Craigslist ad. The Libertarians are out there. You just have to get your message out and give them something to do. You've got to give them something to do. So when Melissa came into the office after responding to a Craigslist ad, immediately after that meeting we had an action. All right, next week we've got an interview booked. Come in. Let's get something to do. And I never, ever leave my interns without something to do. Oh yeah, so here's a great tool that we're gonna go into. This is gonna be something that you can use on a local level. Right here. Now we built this specifically for the Missouri Libertarian Party. This is a service that we can provide to you at absolutely no cost. It's something that we can help develop with you, that we can develop on our own, or that you can take absolute control of as activists at the local level to use on your own. Many of our states are weak in terms of online activism. Where are our volunteers? What are they doing? Can we get them out to ballot drives? How do we get them deployed to the ballot drives? What are they talking about? What events are going on? What libertarian groups are starting up? And how do we contact them? Those are the questions that we had in our mind when we started developing these platforms. The Indiana Libertarian Party built this site at no cost. It's called Ning, N-I-N-G, Ning.com. And they built the Free Hoosiers. This is the official social network site for Indiana Libertarians. What this website does is provide you a similar platform to like a Facebook or a MySpace. It's a social networking tool that your activists can come in and take control of. You have your profile that you can post it as what you're all about, what you're doing. Lists of members for the Indiana Libertarians. Photographs, you can post photographs of all your events so that people can see what it is that you're doing. Videos, if you start a local video, like a local LPTV affiliate, you can post your videos there. Events, all the events that are coming on, you can see what's going on. See right up here, they have all their events. April 18th, Marion County Convention. And this is something that you can take control of and post the events so that if you know that something's going on, you don't have to wait for the state chair to get that event out there. You have all of the control and all of the power in your own living room, in your boxer shorts, to take charge of your own activism. Blogs. Here's the blogs. You can blog about what it is that you're doing. Your groups can have blogs. The groups, for example, you can have like a campus. Your campus libertarians can have groups here. And these websites, if you don't have anybody in Missouri that knows how to run this website, that's fine, because my interns can help you run it and help take care of it. All I need from you are the events, and now I have the person who can call you, who can reach out to you, who can find out the events. So if you need us to take control of it, we can. If you want to take control of it, that's your prerogative. It's yours. These interns and all of these programs that I'm giving you are to do with as you will. Thomas, yeah. Have we got a candidate use the resource?
Yeah, in other words, if they've had enough support, would that be advantageous so their volunteers, could use something like that? Or would it be...
Absolutely. I don't know if a candidate has used it to effect yet. I know that Indiana has used it for their state activism to great success. But if the Missouri Libertarian Party has a candidate, then that candidate can start up a group. And right there, all of the activists are online in that group, and then they're posting like, hey, we got to get out this weekend to go do ballot access, et cetera, or whatever the event is that you have to do. You can now see, and you'll have a tool that is consistently going on. So if you have a leadership rollover at Missouri, you get a new state chair, and maybe your new state chair isn't that great, but the activists are. And they can take control of it. You don't need to wait for the leadership to take over from things. You don't need some centralized bureaucracy at the top to do these. All of the things that we think about, that we think our government should be, which is a decentralized form of government style, is what we are providing to you. We are giving you the tools so that you can have a decentralized approach to local politics. This tool is free for you to take control of, to participate in at your leisure. We can take control of it. It's just all at your decision. So you're free to do with it as you will. And this I think can be a really great tool for us, because the Indiana Libertarians have been making great use out of it. We've already built this one for you. We can maintain it for you if you want, and we can build it for other states and maintain it as well.